Get it. Get it. Do. Bring in live stream. Wow, let me go share it everywhere. So. All right, we're going to start. Welcome, beautiful people. It is 2024 finally, and it's the first episode of the From My Perspective podcast of 2024. It's like something monumental, though. We make it to 2024. 2023 was not the best year for me personally, but it's a new year. It's a new day. It's From My Perspective. I'm Dion. Captain Hater is in the building. I wonder if he's feeling like a hater today, like he was in 2023. It's a new year, though, so has things changed, or are we gonna keep the thing? Don't not change with me. I'm still the same OG. What we talking? Ain't nothing changed but the day. Ain't nothing changed but the year. But anyway, hey, it's your boy, Mr. Bell, aka. I can't say your name up on this pod. Might not put you to mind. Okay. I was getting that off. We got Captain Hater got it off, but we gonna stick with the hater energy. Not last week. I think the week before, not the week before that, but the week before that, you was hating on them Bucks. Big time. You talking about the Milwaukee Bucks? Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks. They don't need talk to us. I'm sorry. Do I need to go get my Indiana Pacers stuff? I thought as a resident Indiana Pacer fan, as a resident Indiana Pacer fan, my bandwagon application is still in the mail. It hasn't been approved yet. It's waiting for approval. I don't know when it's going to get approved, but it's out there. My bandwagon applications, higher ups, help your boy out. I'm trying to become a Pacer fan somehow. But I feel like we talked about it. We said for the play-in, you got accepted. We accepted you. But what about the rest of the season, though? Play-in is gone. We done for. We'll talk about that at a later date. We got to, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, the Bucks and Pacers got a nice little rivalry going on. How you feel? You think it's a rivalry just yet? The Pacers just beat the Bucks 142-130. Tyrese put on a masterclass, 31 points, 12 assists. The usual for him. But you feeling this rivalry going on? So my question is, it's just me personally. For it to be a rivalry, don't both people gotta win? That's what I thought. That's what I thought a rivalry meant. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but they ain't beat us. They couldn't even beat us in the end season tournament. You know what I'm saying? 4-1 against them, 3-1 against them this season, something like that. I think it's 3-1, 4-1, something like that. Yeah, I think it's looking like pretty rivalry. Obviously this biggest part of the rivalry kind of stems over a basketball. Who deserves it? Who should get it? Giannis going crazy in the tunnel about a basketball that, for a record, is probably gonna get broken. We talked about that. That's neither here nor there. But I'm starting to like the animosity between the Pacers and the Bucks, and I am praying to the basketball gods that we get a Indiana Pacers Milwaukee Bucks playoff series this year. How would you feel about that matchup going in? Would you be confident? Would you be scared, nervous? How would you feel? So again, for it to be a rivalry, for me to be scared, they got beat us. So you telling me we 3-1, 4-1 right now? All we need is one more game. But now I'll just say, of course you can be scared because it's Giannis in his day. But I'm gonna rub my faces because I feel like we can beat the Bucks because the Bucks don't play no defense. The one thing that you got to do with us is play defense. They don't play no defense, so we're gonna be able to put up 140, 150, or whatever it is to win the game. Yeah, I mean it's way too early in the year to really try to see what type of playoff pitchers. All-Star voting is getting ready to get started. Tyrese is first in guards. We got to give him some love. He deserves it. He's been balling. Might need to sprinkle his name in the MVP conversation. Honestly, if we being true,
Oh,
sprinkle, sprinkle,
okay, okay,
sprinkle. All right,
okay.
that he
I was just saying, let's not get Curry too far.
just sprinkle though, but I mean, he's doing some crazy things that we haven't seen in a while at the point guard position. Nowadays point guards is all about scoring guards. This is a true point guard. Man, you can't put money on him to get 12 assists. It's minus money in the books. And that's crazy. He's putting up 12 plus assists, 25 plus points a night, every few, maybe like once a week, a couple times a month, he might throw in a triple double. He's doing some incredible things. So I say we sprinkle his name in the MVP conversation. Too early to tell about who's going to win this MVP. I mean, I really don't know just yet, but I just want to say
Is it? Is you think it is? Because to me, I think it's you. Okay. You sprinkle Halliburton's name. I don't want to cut you off, but we sprinkle Halliburton's name. And that's cool. But if we being realistic, the two people, it's a third name, but it's two people. The two people that came down to at the end of the season, neck to neck, wide to wide, was Giannis and Joker. I feel like Embiid. I mean, not Giannis. Embiid and Joker. Giannis was the third, but Embiid and Joker. Embiid's having a better year this year so far. Man, it's still early. I grant that it's still early, but he's having a better year statistically right now, and the Joker's still doing Joker things. I mean, the Joker rose out of bed as an MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? Because the style he plays, he gets the rebounds, he gets the assists, he gets the points, he gets the triple doubles, and even if he don't get them, he's still in the eights and nines, and he's carrying. And he got Denver a championship, even though I know that's not supposed to count. These voters is gonna say it don't count, but it's gonna play in their mind. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think they gave it to Embiid, so the Joker fatigue is last year might have wore off. So I think Joker got a chance. But the third name I would want to say is that man out in Oklahoma City,
mm-hmm.
Shai. Shai's balling in his Oklahoma's number two in the West, and they just beat Minnesota, which was the number one team. I think we got to realistically give Shai the credit, the chance. Realistically, I think he's third, realistically, but I think he got the chance to win the MVP, especially if they could finish. If they finish a top two seed in the West, I think you gotta give it to Shai, unless Embiid do something, keep going with the stats he got going now and the improvement from last year. And then they also probably gonna have rookie of the year at home.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna break up. I mean, Chet, I said it on this podcast before the season started.
It
Victor's
is.
probably gonna be the guy, but you look at Chet, he has a strong chance to get it. But if I'm Victor, I don't know if he's with shoe brand he's affiliated with. I don't know if he's affiliated with Adidas.
I think it's Nike, ain't it?
He's with
I might be
Nike.
wrong. I might be wrong.
Well, shit, whoever he's with, I was assuming if he was with Adidas, I would have said, "Hey, dust off that hoodie that Donovan Mitchell broke out a couple years ago." Because at that point, that's his only case for Chet not to get it. Rookie of the year. Victor's been good. He's been great. He showed he did get dunked on last night, I believe, by Ja Morant. But again, he's been great. He's been doing what he's supposed to do. He hasn't blown his expectations out of the water. He's been doing what he's supposed to. But Chet has been blowing the expectations out the water, especially
Okay.
having being a two seed in the West.
Okay, here's my question to you. Yes, and yeah, I looked it up real quick. Wemby is signed to Nike. So is Brandon Miller. But my question is, Chet, right? Okay, so Chet is a lot of people's giving Chet the rookie of the year, but he's playing with an MVP candidate. So shouldn't that decrease him a little bit?
Does it? I don't.
I literally just thought about it as we was talking.
I didn't think about it. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Shouldn't decrease him a little bit?
I think it would decrease him a little bit in terms of the team success. Like the team success is not predicated on what he's doing.
Okay.
That's why, because like obviously, usually always MVP. The team success is always predicated on the team success, and they usually predicated on the rookie of the year, especially like how bad was the team last year when they throw the rookie on there. How good are they this year? And that I mean that could also hurt Victor right now. I mean the Spurs, then they haven't improved from where they was last year. They're still bad, maybe even worse than they was. I mean, if the Pistons wasn't as bad as they was, we'll be talking about how bad the Spurs are. Because I mean,
It's true. This
they
is true.
not they not too far ahead. They are five. The Spurs are 5-28. That's a lot of losing. 5-28. That's a lot of losing. Like
That's not. It is bad.
the Pistons done a lot of losing. What they lost 28 straight, but 5-28 ain't pretty either, and they lost three in a row. So I mean, I I don't know if the voters now that I think I don't know if the voters are gonna look at it that way. I think they're
Mm.
just gonna look at the success and believe that Chet is a part of the success. He might not be the main focus or main reason why they're that successful, but the Spurs being as bad as they are, it will probably hurt Victor, and I think it should hurt Victor because they're bad. They could get the number one pick next year. I don't even know who's. And this is not a year that you want to be
Not a good
tanking.
year.
It's not unless you want to tank for Caitlin Clark.
It's. Did you see that shot?
Yeah, nasty.
Bad. You hear me? Shorty got game. Young lady. Let me not say shorty because I heard that was disrespectful. Young lady got game.
Yeah.
She balls. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think I would. I think. I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to say Chet shouldn't be considered because he got an MVP candidate next to him. But I think it should decrease him a little bit because it's easier with the people around you. So of course you're going to look good when you're not, especially because they're not being asked to do the same thing. Victor's asking to be the offense, to be the star of the show. Everything is built around me. As a Chet is just being asked to rebound and get some buckets. The the show goes through SGA, and one of them Jay Williams because it was two of them on the same team. I don't. And one of them other one is really one of the other ones is asked. One of them is asked to be the second option, and then it's Chet. Chet ain't asked to do as much compared to your like now Brandon Miller because LaMelo's hurt. Compared to Scoop because who else is on the Blazers? We really talking about Anthony Simons. No disrespect to Anthony Simons, but Anthony Simons to me, he's a poor version of Dame Lillard. But yeah, I wouldn't even say Dame. He's a poor version of damn, dude just left Portland. Went to New Orleans. Damn, can't think of his name.
I know CJ.
CJ. He's a poor version of CJ McCollum. That's what Anthony Simons is. No disrespect, you're an NBA baller. You're doing your thing. You're not a bust. Because at one point, people thought he was going to be a bust. He's definitely not a bust. But Scoot is being asked to be the star of the show, just like Brandon Miller is, just like Victor is. So I think it's different. It's like apples to oranges. Of course, you got to compare them at the end of the day. I think I still will go with Victor right now, and I will put Chet number 2
easily.
Yeah, but Brandon Miller's starting to come on. Give Brad's praise. He's starting to come on.
Yep, and Scoot said he's still in it. I mean, that's what he said. I disagree, but that's what he said.
I said I'm gonna be a millionaire by 34. I'm 34.
All right. Well, speaking
it's still
of
possible. It's still possible because I still got time. It ain't really likely, but it's still possible. That's all I'm saying.
well, speaking of awards that are just getting started, the competition for them awards is just heating up. We're gonna get to some awards. It's pretty much at the end, and this one looks like it's a done deal. NFL MVP. I know whole season. There's a lot of talk about, man, we can't give it to a quarterback this year. No quarterback has stood out. Everybody was trying to give it to Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill. Lamar Jackson the past 2 weeks has just came in, kicked down the door, walked in somebody's kitchen, and just stole the MVP trophy. Because it looks like he's going to get it.
Sitting at the table with it, too. While you in your house.
So it's pretty much over. Now, last week I mentioned it. I was going to give him a debate for somebody else. I don't have much of a debate. I still thought it was Lamar last week, even more so this week. My top five, obviously Lamar's one, but going down to five, I said Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey. I don't know. It was Brock Purdy, Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, Lamar Jackson one, and my second guy was Dak Prescott. Now I knew it. I knew he was gonna hit me with some bull. I knew it. But I brought receipts.
Look, I'm just like this.
I brought receipts. I came with receipts. Now,
I got
as a lot now, I think it's gonna be Lamar, but I think Dak does have an argument. But I think what discredits Dak, even though his numbers is way better than Lamar's, is Lamar has those big time wins and big time moments. Dak's best win is against the shaky Philadelphia Eagles right now. Let's just call a spade a spade. He has a winning team, but he don't got the big time moments like Lamar. Lamar dominated the 49ers and dominated the Dolphins, two of the best teams in the NFL, people say. It's probably going to him. But let's compare stats.
I was gonna say you giving me a case for Lamar. I thought you were supposed to give me a case for Dak.
That's Lamar's case, but let me give you the stats.
I'm waiting.
Lamar Jackson, 24 passing TDs. Dak Prescott, 32 passing TDs. Lamar Jackson has 5 rushing TDs. Dak has 2 rushing TDs. Interceptions, Lamar has 7. Dak has 8. Passing yards, Lamar has 3,678. Dak has 4,237. Rushing yards, 821 rushing yards for Lamar, 242 for Dak. Completion percentage, 67 for Lamar, 68 for Dak. And passer rating is pretty tight as well. 102.7 passer rating for Lamar, 104.2 passer rating for Dak. Let me add this caveat that I read up. I saw this on Twitter. Since 2008, all quarterbacks that have won MVP have thrown a minimum of 30 passing TDs and have been on a team with a 1 or 2 seed. And Dak has a chance to lock up a 2 seed. I don't know what more he can do to even get himself more in that conversation to get it. But if you look at the numbers, the only thing Dak is missing is a big time win against the 49ers or the Dolphins. It's going to be Lamar's, but Dak is right there. It's going to be the first year probably a quarterback won't have 30 TDs and be the MVP.
Okay. I respect your stats. I just want to tell you, I appreciate you taking the time to actually do your research and coming up with a reason why Dak should be considered in this conversation.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I know you don't care. You don't like
Cowboys,
but Cowboys have a chance to lock up the NFC East 2 seed, and we go to the playoffs. Playoffs is pretty much here. Fortunately, your Titans ain't in it. Sorry.
Was that necessary? Just because I poo-pooed Joe Dak being MVP, you want to take personal shots?
I'm just calling a spade a spade.
I mean, all right, bro, it's cool. It is what it is.
But do you remember who your Super Bowl pick was this year?
I said Kansas City and Philly, didn't I? I think that's what I said. I don't remember. Not long ago that was.
I remember mine. I was just asking if you remember yours. It was a while ago. I did forget it, forgot it, but I do remember. I remember because it was a bad pick. So we're here. Mine was the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. I
remember yours. Yes.
I picked Cincinnati to win. That looks like it's not going to happen. So I'm clearly going to revise my pick.
They're not going to make the playoffs. So, of course, it's a bad pick.
Yeah,
I didn't get a chance. Wait a minute. I didn't get a chance to react to you saying Dak was number 2. Don't try to speed past.
Because I saw the hating coming out. I wanted to speak. I saw that Captain Hayden coming out. Go ahead, Captain Hayden.
And I was just going to disagree with the fact that you put him at number 2. That's all I was gonna say. I
So what
think
would
he
you
probably he probably was 3.
three?
I give you that. I would put Christian McCaffrey over him. Honestly, take that back. I lied. He's 4th because I'll put Tyreek Hill over him. But I feel like your top 5 is the right people. They just in the wrong order. That's all I'm saying. I would put Christian McCaffrey at 2, Tyreek at 3, Dak at 4, and Party at 5. And here's the point that I feel like you kept saying it, but here's the reason why he's at 4. Because who y'all beat?
The shaky Philadelphia Eagles.
That's how you got. And y'all lost to Arizona.
We lost to Arizona.
Y'all lost to somebody else too. That y'all still lost to. And y'all needed that Buffalo Bills game. They came down there and whooped door. Y'all went up there and just laid ahead.
Yeah, later.
And hold on. One more thing. Let's be honest. Y'all should have lost that Detroit game too.
Refs mess up all the time, man.
Y'all beat up on bad teams, and you think he should be the MVP? You think he should be second?
I think he has the numbers for it. My argument is he has the numbers for it. I said it. I said while I said his numbers is better than Lamar, but I said while Lamar is going to get it, should and is going to get it, he has the moments. He has obviously the team record, the moments, and the big time wins. He destroyed, especially the big time wins coming late in the year, helps him out a lot. Destroying the 49ers, destroying the Dolphins. He's chilling with it right now. Going to be a 2-time MVP winner before the age of 28.
And they thought he can be a quarterback. That's crazy.
They said he wasn't quarterbacky enough. That's what they said.
Wow. Shout out to Wolf.
That's what they said. But
all right, my bad. Go ahead. I just wanted to respond to that. You actually put Dak at number 2. Ain't beat nobody. Put up numbers. He ain't put up numbers. He ain't play nobody. I could put up numbers against no. That's like Michael Jordan going to play against me at the rec. He gonna put up 100. What are we talking about? Of course he gonna put up 100. He ain't playing nobody.
Anyways, let me revise my Super Bowl pick. Obviously, I'm gonna stick because the Cowboys should get the 2 seed. We good at home.
Who y'all playing?
The Washington Commanders.
They need to change that name. Okay. Yeah.
They might. And honestly, I still be sometimes forgetting that they changed it from the other name.
Yeah, I be calling them a football team still.
Anyways, I'm going to stick with the Cowboys, but I'm gonna stay and also stay in the division and go with the Baltimore Ravens. And I don't think our defense can contain Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is on the heater, so I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens to win it. So pretty much the same thing, just switching teams from switching the Cincinnati Bengals with a competitor in their division.
Okay, respect that.
And the only reason why I'm sticking with the Cowboys is looks like we're gonna have home field advantage, and I'm just holding out hope that we can, if we go up to Levi, or hold out hope for 2 things. Firstly, I'm praying that the Rams play them in the second round or something and beat the 49ers. I would throw a party. It's a division game. Well, my second hope, if that doesn't happen, is that somehow Brock Purdy doesn't show up in the NFC Championship. That's my second prayer. First prayer is the Rams beat. But we'll see. So, who you got?
Okay, cool. I do have a question before I say who I got. And this is a real question, just realistic. I can't give it, and I want you to answer it truthfully for me. If the Cowboys actually do have to go play in Levi Stadium, play the San Francisco 49ers, what do you think the outcome will be? If y'all had to play at San Francisco, realistically, not sticking with your prediction, I want you realistically give me what you think will happen.
A close game. And that would be my fear if it's a close game. And probably Brock Purdy, because our defense has been real shaky. Brock Purdy comes down last 2 minutes, kicks the field goal to win it.
Y'all defense been real manual hustle, shaky. Been real deal shaky. So you said it. What was that last part though?
Brock Purdy goes down, they kick a field goal and take it.
Okay, cool.
That's the analyst in me would say. The Cowboy fan in me, it's hard to differentiate sometimes. So I'm gonna just stick with the Cowboy fan in me for them to go. Even the more times you say it, you try to manifest it into the world. So I'm gonna say it and manifest
You
it.
you keep doing that. It ain't gonna work.
Mhm.
But you keep doing it. There's one thing I learned about the Cowboys. They gonna F it up at some point. It's just at some point. But I just wanted to ask. I just want you to answer that
The
question for
week
me.
they amp it up and I have to come on this podcast, it's gonna be a long podcast.
It's
Boy,
gonna be a day. It's gonna be a wonderful day for me because we're gonna do a live, and I'm gonna send it to my uncles because they Cowboys fans. I'm gonna be like, y'all sit down and y'all watch this and y'all take this. Y'all listen. But anyways, so I really feel like mine was Eagles, Kansas City. Do I want to change from Eagles, Kansas City?
both teams been shaky.
And I one thing I said, I had the Eagles winning.
Yeah, I think you did say you had a rematch and the Eagles winning. Yeah, that sounds right.
And I think that's what I said. I had to go back and listen to it. Um, I'm gonna stick with what I said, even though I know it's wrong.
Real, you just gonna
I mean, I think at least I
gonna go
still
down with the ship.
at least both of my teams is in in the situation. But you know what? I think if I remember right, I think I had Kansas City beat Cincinnati in the conference championship.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot who I had Philly beating. I don't think it really matter. I think I said San Francisco.
Yeah, I think so.
But, yeah, because we all know I hate Cincinnati. But so yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with the same thing. I'm gonna pick Eagles winning, even though I know Kansas City's defense is not going to stop nobody. Well, no, take it back. Kansas City's offense ain't gonna be able to get past nobody. The defense will stop some people. And the Eagles been looking shaky. They've been looking rough. Real rough.
You know, as somebody else out there in the sports world has been looking real rough too. And a lot of people are fans of them. We're gonna slide back over to the NBA for a little bit. The LA Lakers, they're looking real rough. Real rough.
Let's say 500.
They below 500 now, 17,
Oh, damn.
17, 18. 17 wins, 18 losses. Has lost 3 games in a row. Right now, just inside the playing at the 10 seed. The Suns is 9 too. That's kind of a little crazy too. But Suns, Lakers, Suns, Rockets, and Mavs are at this moment playing teams. Are the Lakers trash? I mean, they did they use all the gas for the play in?
Is the Lakers trash? Yeah. they below 500. What you talking about? Them boys is garbage. All right, so for the deal, Rui has missed some games, but that's all I got. That's the only thing because LeBron played most of the games. AD to play most of the games. The team is trash. And I was mad at it's crazy we talked about this because when you sent the list, I was listening to Zach Lowe's podcast and he had Tim McMahon on. And Tim McMahon said the Lakers messed up when they did the trade with D'Angelo Russell Westbrook. They did that trade and they were just worried about getting out of Russell Westbrook and they took D'Angelo Russell back. They should have never put Minnesota in the trade at all and never took D'Angelo Russell. They should have took Mike Conley from Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
He would have stabled the ship right now. D'Angelo Russell just got benched for about 3 games ago. They put Austin Reeves they put him on the bench so him and D'Angelo Russell wouldn't be playing together. But now both of them coming off the bench, so you need to start Reeves. Anthony Davis has been balling, which we have said recently on this podcast. He's been balling. LeBron's been playing every game, and he took the playing game serious. They doing all of that, and they still below 500. The team ain't that good. They got Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt great at defending. He can't shoot. D'Angelo Russell's inconsistent. Reeves started the season bad. He's getting better. He's coming on now, but like I said, Rui's been hurt. Then Gabe Vincent, they got from Miami, he's been hurt. I forgot about him. He's been hurt. And when he did play, it wasn't like he was,
doing that. Something about that Heat coacher. I know him and that he's a different. He don't even look like the same player.
Don't even the same dude. The Lakers trash? Yeah, they trash. But we knew that coming in. Everybody, who really realistically looked at the West and thought the Lakers was going to be a top 4 team.
There was a lot of man. The NBA got a lot of Laker fans, man, and Cowboy fans are delusional. I'm a half delusional Cowboy fan. I'm a halfway delusional. But them Laker fans are delusional.
You said Dak was number 2 in. All right, never mind. Go ahead.
I said half delusional. If I was fully delusional, I would have said he is the MVP. I'm half delusional. But the Laker fans out there are big time delusional. I remember back when I was in high school, middle school, high school, Laker fans, oh, we about to get this dude. We're trading for this dude. At some point, every star player was going to be a Laker. And it's actually kind of funny. A lot of the times, they did eventually get all them star players. So a lot of times it was past that star player's prime, like Carmelo Anthony. But that's neither here nor there. What should the Lakers? What kind of trade should the Lakers do? I know they've been out there thinking about getting Zach LaVine.
Does Zach LaVine do anything for him? Yeah,
he don't move the needle. They're 10th right now in the West. He don't move the needle for them to be out there playing. He'll probably move the needle maybe 2 spots.
He'll get them the 7th. Yeah, like you said, 2 spots, 8th or 7th. I think. Okay, so then the thing with Zach LaVine, yeah, they need offense and yeah, they need shooting. So that would be I would say he's more consistent than D'Angelo Russell. No shade to D'Angelo Russell. He would be more consistent. But my problem is he don't play no defense. Mm-hmm. And it looks this way. Chicago has gotten better with him off the court. That's a sign. That's a telling sign about him. I hope that's not the case. I just hope Chicago flipped the switch or something. I hope it ain't because of him, but the evidence is right there in the pudding. So, yeah, Zach LaVine, he'll help your shooting, but he'll help your scoring, but you still need shooters around LeBron. The thing that I always won with LeBron is having shooters around him.
Every time.
Who's their shooter? They don't got no shooters. They don't have somebody they don't have nobody on that team that you're scared of that's going to hit a 3-point shot. Hell, they best 3-point shooter is LeBron.
And he's never been, he's a good 3-point shooter. He's not, I wouldn't consider him a sniper.
LeBron got the scoring title. Nobody looks at him as a scorer. And them shots, he hit a bunch of threes. But even when you think of LeBron, you think of him dunking. You don't even think of him shooting a 3.
To this day, I think people still back off and give him the threes. I mean, he still hits them. He done made a pretty good, decent clip. But
at this point,
if I'm playing against LeBron, I don't have a chance to help. But I'm gonna let him shoot all day and hope he misses.
At this point, they shouldn't still be backing off LeBron shooting 3. Bro has improved. He has improved his 3-pointer. Like, let's be real. Bro has improved the 3-point where you gotta, what I'm saying?
You respect it, but I'd rather give you that.
It should be a little better than respect, but I get what you say.
I mean, you got to give up something. I'd rather give him that than the lane, and that's just that. I don't want to get bulldozed over anyways. That's me if I was playing him. I give you that all day. I ain't trying to have you run me over, LeBron. I'm sorry. You 6'8", 250.
Yeah, LeBron shooting from 3. He's shooting 39%.
That's
best shooter, 39.5. The best shooter. The next one is Taurean Prince. But that's because LeBron shoots more game. LeBron shoots 3-pointers attempted a game, 5.5. Taurean Prince is at 5.5 too. So they average about the same. D'Angelo Russell's at 38.8%. I still, I don't, and I'm looking at the list. I'm looking at the role players. We talked about Reese. We talked about Russell. We talked about Hachimura. Cam Reddish, which I thought Cam Reddish was going to be that dude coming out of Duke. He'll blow you away. Christian Wood was supposed to be that dude, supposed to be giving you a scoring punch. He ain't giving you a scoring punch. And we talk about trade. What trade is out there? Like, who's realistically out there, and what do they have to offer?
It's not a get fixed quick trade out there for the Lakers. Not this year. I mean, there has been in years past. This has worked in years past, but not this year. Now, if I'm not mistaken, pretty sure you picked the Denver Nuggets to win it all again. If I'm not mistaken,
I believe I did.
I don't know, who did you do? You remember who you had coming out the East?
Probably Boston.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I think you did. I think I said the Bucks and the Nuggets. We revisit our Super Bowl picks. You wanna change your NBA
I
final
do.
pick?
I do.
You got
No, I'm gonna keep the same team. I'm just gonna change the winner. I'm gonna go with Boston winning over them. I'm not changing the team. I'm just changing the winner. I'm gonna go Boston in 6.
I'm gonna actually change it. The Bucks look at it. I know we both said that it's probably gonna take more than 1 year for the Bucks. I did say it, but I still had hope that they could get there, probably lose to the Denver Nuggets. I'm gonna ride with you, but I'm gonna stick with Denver winning it all. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
Denver Celtics. So that's my change of one change. We'll revisit this at the start of the playoffs, see if we want to change it. But
You think the start of the playoffs? Well, let me tell you, football season is over. We're gonna have to fill these podcasts. We're gonna be revisiting this in like 2 months, in a month and a half for an All-Star break.
sure, we'll revisit this actually we're gonna revisit this at All-Star break, and we'll see. We'll talk about any snubs because there's probably gonna be some snubs.
Yeah, but you gonna listen. Let me tell you something. You better get your college basketball knowledge up to fill these spots.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been avoiding college basketball, but I'm about to start watching now to fill these pods.
You might want to. Say you might want to. Football only carries us to February. I'm just guilty.
But before we get to our week 18 pick'ems, you had a nice little segment for us.
I did. And the segment was talk. It's basically, should these teams start over? And it's between, it could be, I'm gonna give you teams that need coaching, that needs quarterbacking, that needs defense, that needs it all. And I'm gonna tell you, and you tell me if you think they should start over and how you think they should start over.
Gotcha.
And my first one, the reason that I came up with this question was the Chicago Bears. And the reason I came up with the Chicago Bears is, so Justin Fields shows glimpses all of the time. And then they 7-9. So they got a chance. They can't be 500, but at the beginning of the year, they was looking like they wouldn't even go get to 7 wins.
The defense get the 2 seed. I mean, second overall pick.
The defense had right. People was talking about them being, getting the number 1 and number 2 draft pick. And then also the defense has been playing better. So my question to you is, do you think they should start over? And if so, how should they start over?
I mean, technically they're going to start. I think they should get a new coach for one. Kind of hate that for just I think
even if the defense is playing better,
defense is playing better. It's getting there. I see. I see the vision. I would at least give me a new offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, something to help speed along Justin Fields' development. But the big question is, should they trade Justin Field and keep Caleb Williams? Apparently, from podcasts I'm listening to, from listening to Get Up, seems like the people that actually have power to do it, not the Chicago Bears, but the people that's in the executive roles up there in teams saying you need to draft Caleb Williams, start the clock over. I'm not Caleb Williams. He's a good quarterback. He'll probably be the number 1 pick. Michael Penix Jr. look great though, by the way. That's neither here nor there. But I think I don't think Caleb Williams is a Andrew Luck or a Trevor, because Trevor Lawrence is looking shaky. He kind of cost me my fantasy teams this year. So I got a little beef with Trevor right now, but he's not no Andrew Luck talent level where you have to can't miss. I would get it Kings rounds because somebody's gonna give up the house for it. I would try not to go back too far if nobody can give anything decent. Just draft Marvin Harrison Jr. That's probably the lock non-bust in the NFL draft that I see. Marvin Harrison Jr. a lot being that good. Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore, they sure up that offensive line a little bit better. If Justin Fields fails with those two out there, receiver, he don't he shouldn't be in the NFL.
Okay. Mine was, I think, at this point, I think you run it back. And I think you, like you said, you get what you can with that first pick. But because remember, they still got their own first pick. But you said Marvin Harrison. I think they need to draft offensive line. They need to get the offensive line short up.
Mm-hmm.
If you get that offensive line and you give him time, then you could draft. It's a lot of good receivers going to be in this draft. Ohio State going to, I think, have two of them. Washington, who's playing in the championship game, going to have two of them. That's going to go to the. That's going to go. That's going to hit the draft. So if I'm Chicago, I think I stay the pat. If you had asked me this 6 weeks ago, I would have said fire the coach. I still think Justin Fields got the talent. Just it's not a talent thing with Justin Fields. It's a talent around him thing with Justin Fields. From my perspective.
Yeah, he has some glimpses, especially with DJ Moore.
Come on. Get him a good offensive line and then, play Chicago Bears defense. That's the other thing. Play Chicago Bears defense. Because when you think of Chicago Bears, you think of defense.
Yep.
Just like Baltimore.
Bears, man.
Now you think of Lamar with Baltimore, but before, you always thought of defense. All right, my next one. The Arizona Cardinals. They 4-12. They got Kyler Murray. But I mean, it's Kyler Murray. No offense. And they got first-year head coach. Do you think they should start over?
I wouldn't if I'm the general manager. Or if I'm the owner, I'm gonna say if I'm the owner, I not necessarily kick the tires and do it over again. Next year, obviously, you improve your team, get better, but obviously keep the coach. Kyler Murray is gonna be that much further away from ACL surgery. Kyler Murray is a good player. He has his down faults. Literally, he's closer down to the ground than most people in the NFL. So he has his down faults. But he's a good quarterback, and I believe he's capable of getting you to the promised land of a Super Bowl. I've had my nephew, who's ironically older than me. My nephew played against him in high school. Dude was next level against him. He said you couldn't even touch him in the pocket. That's how good he was. So Kyler Murray's a good player. Keep the pack. Obviously, improve the team around you. I don't know what pick they got, but they probably needed. I'm going to say Marvin Harrison Jr. name a few times with all these teams.
They 4-12. Carolina got the worst record in the end. The Commanders in Arizona both are tied at 4-12. Then the Patriots is 4-12, and then my Titans could be there because they 5-11, depending on how this weekend. And so the Chargers is 5-11. All right, cool. My next one, Arizona for me. I think
they got the fourth pick, so they got a chance. They could get Marvin Harrison Jr., but they're gonna get somebody good to help this team.
Man, I'm trading Kyler Murray.
You trading him?
Yeah, I'm trading Kyler Murray. They put in the contract the amount of time he needs to be studying the playbook instead of playing a video game. That says it all right there. And they try to redact it from the contract. I mean, they try to pull it back. It was in there to begin with, and y'all let it get out. No, trading Kyler Murray. All right.
And put a bad taste in your mouth, didn't it?
What we doing? Panthers, Carolina Panthers. You just drafted Bryce Young. You already fired the head coach. Do you think it's time to start over with a quarterback?
Oh no, definitely not. It looks like they about to start over with an owner. That's what it's looking like.
You see, dude, throw his drink on some
Hey
fans.
man, I would have seized up some. I would have. Hey, it would have been the Dion Panthers when I was done with them.
You gonna pay me? Hey, you gonna pay me? But you saying now you keep Bryce Young?
Yeah, I mean it's just 1 year, obviously not great, but who you gonna get? You don't got your first pick. What you gonna do? So I mean, and I don't think they're in one of the modes where they should be reaching for Kirk Cousins, who's going to be out there possibly. Russell Wilson's going. They're not good enough. I don't even think those two quarterbacks is even going to look at them. So you really don't have a choice. You just keep Bryce Young. Hope for a better season next year. Hopefully he develops. Do your best to get some free agents. Do your best with the rest of the picks they got. Yeah, they probably won't get free agents. Do your best with the rest of the picks you got because you don't got your first one. Hopefully your scouting department did their thing this season and you can get you some good picks. You can get you a Puka Nakua, somebody. That I mean, that's their hope. You really can't start over, but
You
you hope.
can't. They can't. All right, next one. Tennessee Titans.
Now with them, they didn't drafted quarterbacks every like the past 3 seasons.
Two.
That's 2 seasons. Malik Willis, he's not gonna cut it. He's not gonna be there. Will Levis has been shaky. He had moments, but for the most part, he's been shaky. He hasn't been that guy. Ryan Tannehill, he's at the end. We if
At the
Tennessee,
end, it's over.
Tennessee might be one of those teams that's gonna be in the running for that #1 overall pick. I think they should be, or they need to scoot up. Or I mean, with Michael Penix Jr. That's a top 10 pick. Watch him. I know he's 24. I don't care if he's 24. But
I don't either. He had some rough years in Indiana where he was hurt. I mean,
I, I would take him. But I mean, you're a Tennessee Titans fan. I mean, do you how you feel drafting another quarterback for the third year in a row? I mean, still got Derrick Henry. People saying he's probably not going to be there next season. So you probably gonna have to start over at the running back position. You're pretty much gonna have to, yeah. You guys are pretty much gonna have to start over, cut your losses, scrape it clean. Y'all only have a few players that's gonna be around next season that's on the roster now.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty much a start over type of thing. I have a great coach, Mike Vrabel.
mm,
Coach,
mm,
he's
mm.
you're a fan. I think he's a good coach. I think his team fights for him. I mean, that was the
Mm.
#1 seed a couple years ago.
He was. He was the number one seed a couple years ago. So rumor has it Mike Vrabel wants out. That's a rumor. I'm not sure it is. Mike Vrabel wants out of Tennessee
I get
because
it.
it's for many different reasons. One is Ryan is his guy, but so I think, and then him also a rumor is him and the GM don't get along. They butt heads.
Another Jim Harbaugh situation, huh?
Yeah. And I think we should draft a quarterback, honestly, because Levis went to Kentucky. Do we really want a Kentucky quarterback? I mean,
If he was good, you would take him, but he ain't good.
even if he was good, I would be looking in the draft for like Michael Penix. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't a funny.
What's that boy Mayo? Mayo can ball because I know we had the sweepstakes for the boy at USC. But that Drake May, I said Mayo. I called him Mayo. Drake May, shoot, he can throw that thing. Why not? Why not start over?
Yeah,
I say we start over, especially if the coach won't out. We start over completely. New quarterback because I don't. Some Titans fans is gonna be like Levis has showed potential. How much potential did he show?
he
Yeah,
showed. He
game,
hasn't showed
that
enough. He
first
showed a
game
little
was
bit.
great,
Yeah,
but
like I said, he's had moments mostly in that first game, and I think there was one game where he was bad the whole game, but until the final drive where he actually looked good. I like I said, if y'all start over now, if y'all get a new coach, who would you want? I mean, there's some decent candidates.
that is too hard. I don't know. I give y'all that next week.
We'll talk about who could potentially coach the Tennessee, and we will probably know if Mike Vrabel is still going to be the coach because Black
Yeah,
Monday
we
will
would
be here.
we would know better yet.
Yeah,
All right, man. It's time to pick some games.
last one of the season before we get to the playoffs. Let's get it.
All right. So games that matter. Bills and Dolphins.
Oh, I'm going with the Dolphins.
I need to. All right, Dolphins. Cool. I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Big one. That's Sunday night. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
AFC West is on the line. Not AFC East is on the line. And
Mm-hmm.
it's funny, the Bills, they could be out of the playoffs if they don't win. They could be the two
If they
seed
don't.
win or out of the playoffs. That is, well, that's insane.
Mm-hmm. Cowboys and Commanders because y'all need this win, don't y'all?
It's a must win. Looks like the Commanders is on a Cancun on three, Cancun on me type of mode.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't take them lightly. Two seeds on the line. We gotta get them home field advantage games, man, because that's what we the best at. So I'm going with the Cowboys. Go ahead. If you say Washington, bro, don't.
All right, bro. I'm going with the Cowboys too.
Oh, God, Lee, you can't do. They playing Sam Howell.
That was one we'll talk about them next week because that team that might have to start over. Texans coach because apparently the coach got something to play for.
Yeah, it's this matters only if Jacksonville loses. So the win
Mm-hmm.
of this game is in if Jacksonville loses. Um, well, Colts. If the Colts win and Jacksonville lose, I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Okay. All right. Speaking of the Jaguars, they play the Tennessee Titans. Who you got?
But
I'm gonna go with the coach too. By the
yeah, I don't. There's people saying Trevor Lawrence might not play. He's been looking shaky, anyways. It depends on how much motivation the Tennessee Titans got. I hope they got some motivation because I want to pick them. I want to pick the Titans.
way, I ain't picked against my Titans all year.
You might as well ride with them because against the Jaguars have been shaky.
Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna pick them?
I was hoping you was.
Tennessee all day. Yeah, I'm going with my Titans. And then last, but certainly not least, Bill Belichick might get fired. He hates the Jets. The Patriots play the Jets. Who you taking?
This
This
is
game don't matter. Neither
this is,
team's gonna be
this
in the
is a
playoffs.
Cancun match if I ever heard the Jets, they don't know what they're doing on quarterback. I know their defense is ready to get up out this season. I'm gonna go with the Patriots because I just feel like the Patriots is going. I just feel like the Patriots is going to send Bill out right because again, this is probably his last season. He might be coaching the Raiders next year.
I'm going with the Patriots too because you think he hates the Jets. You think he gonna lose to the Jets?
On his last, oh hell, no.
Nah, this
And
show
he
he's ever
and the Patriots was fighting tough against them Bills last week. Fighting tough to the Bills window.
right. We counting that. That's it, and that's
But
all.
but we do got one more game to pick happening on Monday night though. No,
You gonna do the college game?
Michigan Wolverines versus the Washington Huskies. I'm torn. I am torn because it'd be nice to see Michigan win it after all the crap they've been through this year. But that quarterback, I'm on my Adrian Peterson. If you've seen that meme, when he threw that ball,
Mm.
that boy can spin it. But I'm gonna go with Michigan. I think it's a team of destiny. Michigan is this year. Like they're not as good as the LSU team, but the LSU team a couple years ago, 2019, I felt like that was a team of destiny. I'm gonna go with Michigan. I felt like they're the team of destiny this year.
I'm going Washington because I have no reason.
All you had to say was Michael Penix Jr. And I was
I don't want that to be like that the reason because it's not really the reason. I'm going with Washington just because something's telling me I think they're gonna win it. Because do you? But
it,
like you
it,
said, I
it,
get Michigan's the team of destiny after Harbaugh was suspended for the first 3 games. And what was it, the last 2 games, the last 3 or 4 games, whatever it was. He was suspended for damn half the year. Like it's but I'm gonna go with Washington.
anyway, either way it goes, Michigan after the crap they've been through, or Washington sending the Pac-12 off into the sunset. Either way, it's gonna be a nice the The script writers this year in college football, they got the pick of them. They got the choice, boy. They probably still trying to figure out how they want to end this season off with. The script writers did their thing for this one.
You know what the crazy thing is though? By the start of next year, this is a Big Ten matchup.
Yep.
At the start of next year, this is a Big Ten matchup.
Either way, though, it'd be nice. I know we talked to your guy with the Oregon,
Spencer.
huh?
What is his name? Spencer?
Yeah, Spencer. Yeah, Spencer. We talked with him.
We sound so bad right now.
We do. Yeah.
Neither one of us think his name. We interviewed him earlier this year. Spencer.
Yeah. I mean, that was early this year, and we talked about how good the Pac-12 was. I did early in the year pick the Pac-12 team to win it because I felt like it'd just be something else for the Pac-12 to get a championship out the door when they going out the door.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind either one. I just feel like Michigan's a team of destiny, and Jim Harbaugh is going to win it on Monday and go sign with an NFL team on Thursday.
What you see? Because he's a better.
Yeah, but that's it from my perspectives podcast here on this first one of 2024. I'm hoping for a great 2024, man. Hey, big things popping, little things stopping. We left the little things in 2023. 2024 now. I'm Dion. Captain Hayden, go ahead and send us out.
You already know the vibes. It's your boy, Mr. Bell, aka can't say your name up on this pod. Might not with you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna catch y'all on the next round.